Hello everyone, and welcome to my Y and Our American Tea Show official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the next 2 weeks, October 7 through October 18, show Claire Newman will feel uncomfortable with Kyle Abbott's glee following Audra Charles. Claire won't approve of Kyle basking in Audra's suffering on the week of October 7 to 11, as she personally seen how much Jordan loved the destruction of her adversaries. Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott will also go through another round of animosity, primarily due to Victor Newman stirring the pot. Over with Cole Howard, he'll quiz Victoria Newman about their romance and what the future holds. Since Victoria and Cole have not yet named anything, Cole could feel as though her anxiety is preventing her from moving forward together. Back with Victor, he will figure out how to play the hero for Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway. Though Victor may salvage their ceremony with his rescue efforts, Abby and Devin Hamilton Winter's wedding preparations seem to be running afoul. Nikki Newman will also play hardball with someone during a negotiation. Since Nikki never liked the notion of Victor fooling Lily Winters about Chancellor's top place, she may urge him to be honest, or else she'll tell Lily herself. Later, when Victor alters the conditions of their agreement, he will find Lily thrown for a loop. Will Lily come to see she is not locked in for that CEO post as she had assumed? Back with Claire, she'll get schooled on some Genoa City history. Jack might update Claire on his conflict with Victor and the extent of his ancestry. Sharon Newman will text Daniel Romalotti Jr. from Heather Stevens' phone across town, so she will bring Lucy Romalotti to the GCAC so they can pick it from whoever found it. Things won't go according to plan since no one will turn there. Instead, Daniel will let Chancellor in on the latest developments and leave Chance curious how someone's texting Daniel from a password-protected phone. From there, Chance will have a hint he can follow up on. We'll see Chance unearth some shocking developments once he tries to trace the phone's whereabouts. Chance may discover that someone banned tracking services and realize Heather probably wouldn't have done that herself. As for Sharon, she'll quietly put Heather's phone and the blood-soaked towel in Daniel's cupboard. Cameron Kirsten will coach Sharon in the aftermath, as he'll want her to point the cops in the direction of that proof to get Daniel locked up. Other Y&R spoilers claim Nick Newman will send Sharon and Phyllis Summers to their corners when he discovers them bickering. Although Nick should stick up for Sharon against any charges, he may also advise Sharon to back off and let Phyllis mourn. At some time, Sharon will have another sizzling Nick fantasy and will most certainly get additional direction from Cameron on how to make that a reality. However, trouble will come knocking at Sharon's door because to Chance's digging. It won't be long until Chance seeks Sharon out and puts her through an interrogation. While Sharon strives to keep cool and figure out what Chance has unearthed, Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, will divulge a stunner following a trip to meet Amy Lewis. Y&R chatter says that Nate's half-brother could be joining the show, so he may inform Audra or perhaps Devin about the family he never knew existed. That half-brother could be popping up in Genoa City soon, especially since we know Amy will hit GC before the month's done. There's a fair probability Amy secretly had a child with Nate's father, Nathan Hastings Sr., so Nate will have a lot to wrap his brain around. During the week of October 14 to 18, Audra will likely make some vindictive steps against Kyle. It's evident that Audra isn't a quitter, so she may counterattack and leave Kyle furious soon enough. Jack will also try to make amends with Diane before his marriage issue gets out of hand. Can Diane and Jack remember their love before their relationship deteriorates much further? We'll see how things turn out for Sharon following Chance's grilling session. Will Chance unearth proof that Sharon was involved in Heather's demise or get thrown off the trail? The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest the next 2 weeks will offer some highs and lows, so we'll send along more predictions on the probe and all the other GC drama. The Young and the Restless spoilers state that Lucy Romalotti isn't coping well with the loss of Heather Stevens, but things could become even worse as this plot rolls forward. Daniel Romalotti Jr. has done his best to be Lucy's rock throughout this trying period and recently made her a promise. Since Daniel can see how rattled up Lucy is, he told her that he wasn't going anywhere. There was a time when Daniel bailed on Lucy, but he's all in on being a committed dad now, especially since he's a single father, following Heather's tragic demise. However, Daniel may be compelled to break his commitment due to circumstances that are beyond his control. Since Sharon Newman is going to set Daniel up and make it look like he's at fault for Heather's demise, that'll take a toll on Lucy. Lucy obviously won't believe Daniel is involved, but she could still spin out if the cops start looking at him as a suspect. If Daniel eventually gets arrested, can you fathom exactly how far off the rails Lucy will go? There'll be nothing holding Lucy back from a drunken tragedy. Whatever the case, Lucy has already proved that when she's sad, she likes to reach for an alcohol bottle. That trend could continue in the following weeks and build to Lucy's crazy bender down the road. Lucy might consume as much booze as possible and wind up making another round of terrible mistakes. Could that lead to Lucy striking out at Sharon or perhaps Faith Newman? It all depends on who Lucy blames as this tale heads in even more startling directions. There could be some further risk coming up if intoxicated Lucy has anything to say about it. Our Y and R forecasts indicate to Lucy resorting to some dangerous behavior to cope with the stress in her life, so stay tuned for updates on how all the awful news will affect her. The Young and the Restless spoilers predict Sharon may kick off a horrific chain reaction that puts even more people in harm's way, including herself. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers show that many fans are still trying to get used to Crew Morrow looking like his real-life father's clone. There's no ignoring how much Crew resembles Joshua Morrow, who plays Nick Newman over on The Young and the Restless. Don Diamond just tweeted a behind-the-scenes picture that underlines the resemblance. In the photo, Crew can be seen smiling as he stands in between his actual father and his TV dad. Let's look at what Diamond had to say on Instagram. I still remember Josh's at Joshua Morrow first day on at Young and Restless 30 years ago. Diamond said, 30 years later his son, Crew at Cruj Morrow is playing my son on at Bold and Beautiful and killing it, craz. Now Crew has his father and his daddi. In the comments, Crew Morrow weighed in to express his admiration for Don Diamond and offered something that has been on the thoughts of many CBS soap lovers. Love ya dollar dad. Anyone else want a crossover episode? Crew asked. Of course, B&B and Y and R crossover events are always excellent, but we'd particularly appreciate one featuring a Will and Nick clash. It'd be easy for Joshua Morrow's Nick to take a LA business trip and run into Will while he's there. It might even lead to a comical moment where people comment on the striking likeness between the two of them. Maybe Nick and Will could shrug as they say they don't see it, just as a funny way of addressing the whole matter. Whatever the case, it was at least fun to watch this small crossover behind the scenes. It's good that Don Diamond was ready to share this pic and comment about the father-son pair. Our forecasts point to Will and Bill battling with friction in the coming months, although their portrayers certainly get along well inside the studio. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers predict some Spencer family trouble is still to come, so we'll pass along updates all the disturbing news and see where things go from here. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below, and if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.